Bonjour, mon ami, it is me, JB, and we are back with another instalment of JB Classical. And tonight we are going to go not too far. We're going to visit our friends, our comrades in France. We're going to travel back to the 19th century. We're going to visit the great French composers Bizet and Gounod, and we are going to have a bit of a 2-for-1 because we're going to enjoy two great tenors singing two very famous, very well-known arias, each from one of Bizet's and one of Gunod's well-known works. So we're going to kick off with Placido Domingo in the late 70s, 1978, and singing the lead tenor role in Carmen, and he is singing to Carmen, the Flower song, I think it's called. I believe it's called. Can I just apologise before I before I start pronouncing my French? I realise I'm a typical Englishman. My French is not going to sound as it should, so please don't take offence, my French-speaking viewers and friends. We're going to watch Placido Domingo singing La Fleur que tu m'avais jetée. I hope that sounds about right, and it's Carlos Kleiber conducting in Vienna, live in Vienna, 1978. But let's take it away. 3, 2, 1.
Dans ma prison, me
well, a well-deserved standing ovation. Just, I've said it before, so yeah, what can you say to that? What can you say to end that? Nothing. You know, nothing. I'm having to be quite quiet because it's late at night, and that's why I've got this on, and this because it's very cold here in Wales today. Today's Monday the 4th of January, and it certainly felt today like 2021 has really begun. Life is back to normal, really. Put the bins out today for the bin men tomorrow morning. Back to my usual sort of, routine. So certainly feels like Christmas and New Year is already a bit of a distant memory, unfortunately. Goes far too quickly for me. Anyway, on to the second of our French classics, opera classics tonight, which I will queue up on my phone. And we are now going to go to Gunod and Faust, and we're going to go to another one of the greats, previous generation of tenors, to Placido Domingo, and this is going to be Jussi Bjorling, the famous Swedish tenor. Now, if you're an opera lover, you'll know Jussi Bjorling, and you'll probably very well know this particular live performance, because it's quite famous, quite well known. But if you don't know Jussi Bjorling, you're in for a bit of a treat. Jussi is famous for having a very natural tenor voice and delivery, not forced. You wouldn't say Placido Domingo was forced, but he sort of really, but it's compared to Jussi's, it sort of sounds more forced. Jussi's is a very sort of natural voice, and Jussi can sort of, you get heroic tenors. I'm thinking of Franco Corelli, very heroic voices. I'm thinking of, Placido Domingo. I'm thinking of Pavarotti. Really sort of, what do you call them? I don't know. Alpha male, heroic tenor roles and voices. Jussi can do that with his voice, but he can also do the very sweet tones, very natural tones, sort of the opposite even, to the heroic sort of stuff, the sort of high C's and the real sort of gangbusters stuff. He can do that as well. Anyway, here's Jussi, and he is singing. Let me just cue this up. Hang on. Got an advert in a minute. So this to finish. Anyway, we're going to Gunod, Faust is the opera, and we're going to hear Jussi sing. This advert will never end. We're going to hear Jussi sing a very well-known live performance of, again, forgive me, my pronunciation, Salut, Demeure chaste. Is that it? I thought there was more of it to that than that. Let me have a look. Epure, something like that. Anyway, yeah, I do apologise again for the pronunciation. Typical Englishman trying to speak French, trying to read French. So anyway, here we go. This is Jussi. 3. Well, I think you can see why that's a very famous performance, very well regarded performance. perfectly sung. Great singer, and a good actor as well, which of course is, a common characteristic shared by many of the great singers: Callas, Pavarotti, Jussi Bjorling. Yes, they're technically right up there, technically on, hitting every sort of beat. But of course, that's not enough. You can hear technically good singers, great singers, in many recordings, many performances. But what they are is also great actors. They can emote. They can give out the emotions that's required. Watch Pavarotti singing in Pagliacci, his famous performance of Nessun Dorma, the Three Tenors concert, almost any Maria Callas performance, particularly in something like Tosca, Traviata. You can hear her. Maria Callas is strange because she's singing coaches, vocal coaches, will criticise her for not using the best technique, sort of opening her larynx, her voice, or they criticise her for not using the full sort of resonance of her, inside of the mouth and the back of it. But of course, what Maria Callas is doing is she's changing, she's nuancing each performance. So she's changing the timbre of her voice, the way she's singing, the sound, to suit the moment. She's acting and singing, which is why, in my opinion, and I think many of yours, she is possibly the greatest, or one of the greatest opera singers, performers, because she can do both. She can sing flawlessly, perfectly, and she can, produce a fantastic acting performance. Same with Pavarotti. So anyway, that was Jussi Bjorling, Swedish tenor, as I say. I know Pavarotti admired Bjorling very much, as he admired many of the previous generation of singers. So I enjoyed that. I apologise if my French was offensive to any of my French friends. I know my French comrades and friends have a great love of their own language, quite rightly, as I do with my language. So it's very painful to hear someone hack it to death, so I do apologise if it happened. I'm off to practice and enjoy some of my Christmas presents. I've gone a bit of a Bach, or down the Bach rabbit hole, which I sort of want to do every now and again, I'm afraid. So this is what I got myself for Christmas. Let's take a little photo here. So I've gone down Cantata Avenue this Christmas. So I'm going to have a bit of fun delving into that. So maybe there'll be a bit more Bach coming up. I know I've so far covered the opening movement to his first keyboard concerto, and over Christmas we had the opening to the Jauchzeit for a Locket from the Christmas Oratorio. So I'll see if I can fit in maybe not a whole cantata, but maybe a suitable section of a cantata, or a few sections maybe over a few cantatas. So If you're a Bach fan, I think you'll enjoy that, as I will. So, but for now, I will say bonjour, and catch you next time. Ciao for now.